A typical classroom will have many students from different backgrounds and ability levels. Differentiation of instruction is when a teacher reacts responsively to each student's needs. The first step to differentiation is knowing your learner. Three things that define a student's learning needs are readiness, interest, and learning profile. Student readiness is the prior learning a student brings to a new concept. A student will be ready for learning a new concept when they have prior knowledge, a connection to the material, and are feeling positive about the material. We must know the interests of the learners in our classroom. This can be done by asking students what they're interested in. Passion or curiosity for a topic or skill can and will motivate learning. A learning profile consists of different learning styles and how students prefer to acquire and process new information. Once you know about your students' learning needs, you can focus on some of the general principles of differentiation, which are flexible grouping, respectful tasks, and continuous assessment. Grouping students can be a useful tool in differentiation. Grouping should vary to ensure that students have access to a wide variety of learning opportunities and working arrangements. It is important for students to feel like they are completing the same tasks as the rest of the class, no matter their skill level. Respectful tasks are not different tasks, but offer flexibility and task complexity, working arrangements, and modes of learning expression. Students at every level should have appealing options with the same learning goals. Ongoing informative assessment is used to decipher if goals are being met during the learning process. I will now provide examples of how a lesson can be differentiated in the areas of environment, content, process, and product. Today, Ms. Steele is conducting a lesson about the food pyramid and nutrition to her second grade class. It is possible for a teacher to make some alterations to a learning environment to ensure the classroom is supportive and comfortable for all of her students. One of Ms. Steele's students has difficulty finishing their work when the class breaks into groups. She allows this student to move a desk away from the rest of the class where there is less distraction. Another student in the class has glasses but usually forgets them at home. Ms. Steele allows the student to sit on the floor close to the smartboard during instruction instead of at their chair. Content focuses on facts, concepts, generalizations, principles, attitudes, and skills related to the subject, as well as the materials that represent those elements. Ms. Steele will first show a short video from YouTube about eating healthy. This will be important for students who are strong visual and auditory learners. Ms. Steele has acquired an article about nutrition from News ELA. She breaks the students into groups and gives each group an article to read that is specific to their reading level. Process is how a learner comes to make sense of, understand, and own the key facts, concepts, and generalizations and skills of the subject. Ms. Steele has created 4 centers based upon the food pyramid that are varied in difficulty and activity type. Each student is free to choose 2 of the 4 centers they are most interested in. During centers, Ms. Steele conducts reading group rotations, giving each group the structured support they need. Product are items a student can use to demonstrate what they have come to know, understand, and be able to do as a result of an extended period of study. Ms. Steele's second graders will be given the option to create a diorama, write a report, make up a song, or create a video about the food pyramid activities and the News ELA article. RTI stands for Response to Intervention. It is one way educational teams can come together and problem solve when it comes to student learning. RTI identifies struggling students early and provides tiers of support depending on how students respond. As a team, teachers, paraprofessionals, school psychologists, and parents come together and utilize the RTI model to determine the need for further research-based instruction and intervention in general and special education. Differentiation occurs within each of the 3 tiers of RTI. Tier 1 is a regular classroom instruction. Tier 2 is where students receive interventions designed to address rates of difficulty. Tier 3 is a more specialized level of service that goes beyond what we usually regard as differentiation. Tier 3 may also include time spent in special education or gifted classes. Practice makes perfect, so get out there and start differentiating.